Hello, welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. It is the Cup Chasers podcast. Plenty of cup chasing teams out there in the Premier League this weekend. Some big games, some big results.
Not Tottenham.
Of course not.
Sorry.
They can't spell Cup Chaser. But if you're not a Tottenham fan, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Get that notification bell on. And if you are a Tottenham fan, you can hit the like button as well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. All right, we'll start with Leeds United hosting the Newcastle United. A bloodbath, this one. Bit of a gladiators battle in the arena there, if you ask me. This one was, I thought it was desperation mode for Leeds. A little bit of that's kind of where I thought their impetus came from, but they're just not good enough. They're just not good enough. And Big Sam, if you just hadn't said anything,
He
hadn't
messes
said anything,
he
man.
messes his own self up, man.
If you just hadn't to come in with all that chest, man.
If he had the same players, he could do the same thing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I will say this, though. There is a path for them to stay up.
It's not going to happen.
You don't think so?
No.
They got West Ham, who's going to be coming off of playing, Conference League?
Yep.
Yeah, but they still need at least a point to survive, so they'll come for it.
But if Leeds get a point, they probably jump Everton.
No way. Everton are playing two teams that are checked out. Wolves and Bournemouth.
Wolves, the enigma.
Yeah, they're checked out. Did you see the Man U game? They didn't do much. We'll get to it. For sure. But, yeah, in this one, I thought Leeds come out with their energy like they do. And you may have said it, Patrick. Newcastle looked a little off it, but still, had the quality where Leeds didn't. And, I'll go ahead and jump on my soapbox here for a second. Patrick Bamford is a championship forward. He's a championship quality player. That's where we'll see him next season. He will not be one of the players that gets bought when Leeds go down. I guarantee it. And it wasn't just the penalty miss. Yes, missing a penalty and having a penalty that bad in a situation where your team needs it is bad, but he was bad all over the place. He had like 2 or 3 moments where he held the ball up. It's not an agenda. I don't have an agenda against Patrick Bamford. He had a couple of moments where he held the ball up well, like a good forward should. But other than that, it was poor. His normal standard of very poor. And Callum Wilson steps up and shows him how to take a penalty. Says, "Hey, this is how you take a penalty." Twice.
He does it again just to prove it. Prove his point.
Yeah.
It's crazy because Leeds would have went up 2-0 had he hit that penalty.
Completely different game.
Sitting back.
I think it changes the game. I think they hold on for a victory. Honestly. Because I think at that point they just go into a shell and start kicking people. I mean, they were kicking people anyway, but the two teams that you expect, we could have seen this coming. We knew it was going to be, Leeds brought the hatchets and Newcastle brought the spears, and they battled out like gladiators in the arena. Good for the neutral. I thought it was a nice spectacle. I enjoyed the game. Even though, sometimes when I see things from managers who come out saying that they're as good as, some of the best in the league with naivety, it kind of irks me.
Hard.
But yeah. Good result for Leeds. Awful result for Newcastle. Manchester United were the winner in the Leeds United Newcastle game.
Maybe Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool will take heart. from the result as well. Still back 4 points. 1 point actually after today. So yeah, good result for everyone that isn't Newcastle.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Speaking of good results for pretty much everyone in the league, because if you're not a Tottenham fan, I feel like you just enjoy hating on Tottenham. And I mean, of course, Harry Kane gets his goal away to Villa from the penalty spot in the 90th minute. But we don't talk about such things. No. Villa taking care of business. Are they going to finish 6th, 5th place?
Well, they're tied on points with Tottenham, but Tottenham's got them on goals by 2. And then Brighton's at 58, but they've got 2 games in hand.
Yeah, so I think Villa will leapfrog Tottenham by the end.
Yeah, they should be able to. Villa has Liverpool this week though, so that'll be interesting in the whole.
Yeah, but it's at Anfield. Didn't we figure out that it was at Anfield?
Oh yeah, sorry, Villa.
I don't know, man. Emery, don't count out Unai Emery.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I think Liverpool would win is because Liverpool, I mean, they could be 3rd. Who would have thunk it, right? I didn't. So 7th in the Prem now is Europa Conference League qualification.
Yeah, it's conference league.
So Spurs, if they hold, they'll be in Europe if they stay there.
Yep.
They're just traveling.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about it.
God.
If West Ham win the conference league, isn't that an automatic Europa spot?
It is.
Which means everyone behind them will fall down.
Drops 1.
But will that affect the conference league though? I don't think that affects the conference league.
I mean, it's sort of like when
Because
Chelsea won
Brighton
the
will get
Champions League.
Europa. They'll get.
Yeah, we came in 13th. Won the Champions League. We dropped
Everybody will get.
Yeah, we knocked out Tottenham.
1, 2, 3, 4 dropped to 4, 5, 6, 7 in the comparison to what should have placed.
Yeah, Tottenham
so
lost their Champions League.
Wait. No, but is that true? Because remember the year, was it Chelsea? Chelsea won Champions League, and they didn't finish top 4, but the Prem had 5 teams instead of 4.
No,
they only allow 4.
They only allow 4.
You get
Tottenham missed out on Champions League because
Tottenham
of it.
got kicked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure someone gets kicked. Yeah.
Yeah.
You only allow
Tottenham
UEFA
got
doesn't
kicked.
allow the extra. They say your country's allowed 4. If your winner wins, they're bid back in. Now you get 3.
So Brighton would get dumped to conference.
Tottenham would be out.
Tottenham would be out of all Europe, and
Let's go West Ham, baby!
would
Hammers!
be Europa League.
Oh, now we got West Ham fans. Is that where we are?
Oh, geez, yeah.
Over Tottenham,
we're not all as humble and as psychologically well-rounded as you. Some of us like to hate on.
Some other teams. Yes. As painful as it is to say go Hammers, I hate the chickens.
Yeah, we all hate the Peacocks. Come on.
Peacocks.
Come on.
I mean, you don't have to hate on them. They play bad on their own. They don't need help.
I want them to tank everything so Kane wants to come to Chelsea. So
Kane wants to leave anyways.
Kane wants to leave anyway, but gets.
Can you believe that 3 weeks ago we were discussing like how is Tottenham in the top 4?
Yeah, no, not even.
Conte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about that too. I don't think you were on yet, but like Conte, while he was there the whole time, they were in the top 4. As soon as Conte left,
he demands a certain level of right.
That was just a terrible marriage, I'm telling you. Yeah. After how it went down at Chelsea, I saw that with Philly very.
I mean, they literally cost the man his appendix or his. Didn't he have to have something?
Tried to kill the man.
They tried to kill the man. Like, come on, he was in the hospital for 2 months, for like a month or something like that.
Yeah, he couldn't coach for a month or be on the field. Because that man runs around and jumps around more than half the players do on the field. So he's not allowed down there.
He's putting in a shift more times than the guys on the field. Oh my goodness!
And Hoberg has this season.
He's kicking more balls than Youngman's son did all season long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, conversely, credit to Villa, credit to Unai Emery, come out looking
Turned it around.
always do at
Bro.
home.
He took that club from.
And to think that it wasn't too many years ago, if my memory serves, that Aston Villa hit 7 points in a Premier League season. And yeah, they were one of the worst ever teams ever in all of Premier League history, relegated. I think they were on the verge of bankruptcy at one point. Like, it was dire straits.
You have to want to get relegated at 7 points for the season.
Dire straits at Villa at one point. So they've come all the way back. They finally got themselves a fantastic, top-notch coach. They're clicking.
They have to thank Man City and the Jack Grealish deal to help them get where they are.
Well, then they do have a. Didn't they move Coutinho on as well? So they got Coutinho money as well.
No, they do because he was there.
Yeah.
So the Grealish and the Coutinho money.
100 million. That can be their Liverpool version, the Villa version of Liverpool's Coutinho money.
The Grealish money still
just keeps coming.
Big things. They got a tough one against Anfield coming up, but I think that'll be probably be a barnstormer if I had to guess.
It'll be a fun one.
Be a nice, fun game. Speaking of fun games, because both teams were just checked out completely, Palace have beaten Bournemouth 2-0 at home in a game that meant absolutely nothing to both teams. And I thought Palace had some energy. Palace came with it and played.
As they did, for sure.
Eze, man, I've been talking him up all season, and I think that Palace's resurgence under Roy Hodgson is you have to give Eze a lot of credit. And Hodgson's brought him in. He's started him every game since he's come in, and he's been fantastic. Got both the goals in this game, couple of good ones. And
second one was really nice.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Palace should be beating Bournemouth at home, on paper, of course. And so yeah, come out and did the business. Got their win, got another 3 points. I don't even think they moved in the table because of it.
Yeah, I think they're still behind Chelsea.
They're behind Chelsea by 4 goals. It's 43 and 43. 4 goals.
Points, 4 goals. Yeah, they'll pass us.
A negative goal.
Until we beat United, they'll pass us.
There you go. The United game. That's the one. Well, yeah, we'll keep it moving. The greatest team that has ever been strolled to an easy victory, I thought. Wolves didn't really do much at Old Trafford.
Yeah, really did his Wolves.
For real.
I thought it was weird because I had this one on mute during the Chelsea game while the Chelsea game was on the TV, and I was listening to that one. I had the sound on the Chelsea game and was watching United as well at the same time. They didn't start Weghorst in the 10, and they played Bruno Fernandes in the creator role, which, as you know, I've been saying is what is the only option pretty much on that squad. And they controlled the whole game. They weren't fussed. They weren't against it. They just can't score. You know, when Rashford goes missing, they don't score goals. You know, and so this game should have been 5-0. But once again, United have struggled in front of goal. And I almost call it, man. Garnacho comes on and steals my prediction points in the 94. I was so mad.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I talked to you right afterwards, and you were just you were seething. I'm sorry. It was funny.
I got my hopes up that I had gotten this one right. I was like, man, I've gotten a Wolves result right. I was so excited that I'd finally called a Wolves result. And then this Jamie Tart looking guy comes in. Oh my God, man. He's a spitting image of Jamie Tart, by the way.
He really
Garnacho? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like they're brothers. and ruins it. Just as Iwanyi ruined the Chelsea hopes, because I had a 2-1 for Chelsea as well. So Iwanyi stole my points in that game. Or not just coming and stolen the points. But yeah, good result for United. They got to keep winning. Hopefully they stumble versus Chelsea, just because we don't like them very much. Even though they are the greatest team ever, so you got to give them that. But hey, they got it over the line. It was at Old Trafford. I feel like it's almost like a gimme when it's at Old Trafford. If United weren't able to eke out these results at home this season, they'd be so far off it. They'd be so far off it, But credit to them, they're hanging in there, trying to make sure that era doesn't end. And we're able to get the 3 points over a Wolves team wrapped in a towel with their sunglasses and their flip-flops on. Although I will say Diego Costa was doing Diego Costa things. Got like an 11th minute yellow card for some ridiculousness.
That man, he plays a very specific brand of.
Yeah, that's what he does. That's what he does.
A brand.
Brand.
By the way, I didn't get props for that segue. It was beautiful.
It was a fantastic segue for sure. Absolutely, see that. Speaking of segues, which are really weird, Southampton officially, statistically relegated
after
down 11 years. Been in the league 11 years, and bit of a whimper, really.
Mm-hmm.
Went out with a bit of a whimper here in the end. Mitrovic comes in and gets his goal. Figured he would. He's been chomping at the
classic Mitrovic goal.
Oh yeah, you can imagine he's been chomping at the bit for a month and a half now, 2 months, to sit there and think about yelling at referees. But comes in, gets his goal. Yeah, not much else to say, man. Southampton, just a sad story. They've been atrocious this season. You want to talk about a sad story? Arsenal did not beat Southampton this season.
Neither did Chelsea. We lost twice.
We tried to give them points. We tried
to keep them up.
We tried to keep them up.
A quarter of their points came against Chelsea.
We tried to keep them up.
The London clubs tried to keep Southampton in the league.
But so again, reading things. By the way, if you don't have The Athletic, I totally recommend it. Stories are great. But I was reading today that since they're relegated, Southampton has decided that when they go to the championship, they're totally revamping how they're going to play the game. They're going to be more possession-based, stronger defensively, and they felt like that they were kind of left open in their current situation. So they want to be able to come back up and stay up.
Well, the coach doesn't stay, does he?
No, he's gone.
Yeah,
he was almost gone 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. They're looking at some guy in the championship that's already getting like Premier League whispers. So I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. But
bring in Michael Carrick.
Where's he at?
Is he in Scotland?
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure.
But
I know he's to go a long way though.
Say what?
The James Ward-Prowse money is going to go a long way.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The thing is I know it's part of the game. I know, but it's still. I think it's the passion of the game itself. It sucks to see a team have to face that reality. It's crushing for the fans. I joked last week. Tune in to see the tears, but I really didn't because I didn't want to see it. Because it's crushing. Right. It's one of those things to where your fandom, you're just like, what's next?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Sunderland; they've stayed down for a while now.
Second, third, fourth largest stadium.
West Brom has stayed down for a while. I mean, you just don't pop right back up usually.
Yeah, I mean, and the championship is getting more and more and more competitive. Brutal. 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 Yeah, I agree. You're not guaranteed to just pop right back up at all.